So we got these two kits from the Perfumes Apprentice. The first kit is the Perfume Notes kit, which will have pre-diluted notes that you can smell because the shipping costs $30 regardless of how many kits that you get. So I decided to order the second kit as well, which is the beginner Aromachemical kit, which comes with ingredients that you can use in order to mix a few accords. Accords meaning a combination of base note that is being used in a perfume. So I'm just gonna open it, see how it goes. Beginner's Aromachemical, really chemical. 52 components in 4 milliliter bottles of ingredients. We just start doing research once I go through this one. And then this book got a bunch of formula. Usually when you are mixing perfume, a lot of the formula they use grams instead of milliliter. You really need a set of precise scale that go down to 0.001 gram so that you can measure out the ingredients instead of using drops because it's not very precise that way. I think we are going with, let's just see what is in here. Just medium disposable packets. I'm pretty sure I will go through this one quite quickly. Next one is, not sure what this one is actually. Magical scissors. Isopropyl. Neristed IPM 15 milliliter carrier diluent options. Still doing my research here. So the Aromachemical kit, it comes with solid and liquid ingredients, but they are in the concentrated form. Usually a lot of the ingredients in the normal state, either you cannot really smell it or you smell it very unpleasant unless you dilute it. And then notes kit is diluted. Just smell it and then wear it. You can wear a single note. Jasmine is a note, amber is a note, vetiver is a note. And then you mix them and then you have new notes. The 3 types of carrier. OPG, trifencytrate, and the first guy, IPM. I have zero knowledge of the difference between these guys. That's great. But I think that's what makes it fun because they really say, oh, you do not need any pre-existing knowledge in order to get started with this kit. And then the guide should help you through that. And so we have a bunch of these antibiotics here so that I can mix them. And there are 52, so I don't think I can show individual one. You come in these. Supposedly there are some solid ingredients, but I'm not really seeing any solid one here. Separate that. Professional brand testing papers. This one. These are just like the paper strips that we usually see in perfume stores so that you can smell them. One paper that I read on the Perfumes Apprentice corner is that in order to really appreciate a perfume, then you should try to evaporate it. The method described was just spraying it in the middle of the room and then come back after a few minutes and then try to smell the ambience of the room. Because a lot of the time when you smell it on the test strips, then it's not accurate. And also if you try to smell it on your skin, it differs between person to person. We got vanilla. These are some of the more solid ones. When they said solid, I really thought they meant like they hard crystal. So these do not look that hard to solidify. Oh, to liquefy. And I think that's it with this one. After I get more knowledgeable, then I want to be able to develop a stand on my own. I know what I like, I know what I do not like, and I want to be able to envision something. This sounds a little bit like a snob, but I do not like the very sweet scent. I know I need to appreciate them, but I don't really identify with the sweet smells and then the overall two popular ones. The Chanel No. 5, they are classic for a reason. Not the biggest fan of those. Not the biggest fan of perfumes from big fashion houses. They try to appeal to mass audience and have a very general flavor profile. that is very pleasant to smell. I think they do not pay that much attention to the story behind the scent. They know they do not have to do that really, because perfume is a lower price range of products from this designer house, and they can just make a pleasant enough perfume, and then people will enjoy it, people will buy it for the brand, for the everyday use, but not a lot of emphasis on the story, the creativity behind each things. I don't know what I'm gonna end up making yet, but definitely want to still play on more natural ingredients. I like tea, and Vietnam has a lot of good tea as well, so it would be cool to try making some of them. The only teas that I see that are being used, I've seen a couple of matcha. Edible has a really good matcha, that's the one that's my favorite. Replica, no, it is Replica. Replica used to have a matcha perfume, but now they discontinued it. And the other one is Earl Grey. Other than that, not a whole lot of tea-based perfumes. Maybe because the flavor does not carry that well. And how would you call this? In a solution, yeah. We'll see if I can have a way to extract the smell out of them. I will try to pick the family of notes that I like and other raw ingredients so that I will know how to deal with raw ingredients, how to scale them properly, and find my own formulas and try to replicate them. Another thing that I think would be cool to do is reverse engineer these scents that I like and then see if I can get them as close to the originals as possible. That would be like a good study.